Welcome viewers. In this video, we are going to discuss possible levels for the coming week, starting from Monday to Friday, that is 17th to 21st. Okay, so the scope of this video is limited to 1 week, that is 17 to 21st November 2025. Okay, so before we go there, what is ahead on Nifty? Let us recall what we had discussed or forecasted for the week gone by, that is 10th to 14th of November. Okay. Yeah, this is what we had predicted. We said that Nifty closed just below 0.618 retracement and above zero point 0.5. And here it found support. And the next trading session is crucial for us to determine whether the market is willing to move up or move down. Okay. So for that purpose, we said we'll go into the market on Monday with bias of neutral. So the previous week we had take a negative bias that worked out very well. But for this, because of the support and a little bit of reversal on the last day, so we said that we'll go into the week with a open mind, with a neutral bias, and see what Nifty does when it is here and what Nifty does when it is if it comes here. Okay. So on Monday, market gave a signal and closed well above 0.618 retracement, Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so we from Monday onwards we had a bias on upside, that is positive. We changed our bias to positive. So this was a trend reversal all the way from top to making a swing low, and from here it is moving up. So this candle is like a reversal candle. So we identified it very well and we took caution, and we were ready for the remaining days. Okay. So as expected, market has taken a direction on Monday. Yeah, this candle, what we are talking about. So this is a support, and we went into the market with an open mind, neutral bias, and here the day closed in green, well above 0.618 level. Okay, so we changed our bias to positive. So that also worked out very well because all these are positive only with respect to previous close. And one particular candle that we need to be concerned is this candle. That is Friday's candle where Bihar election results were being announced. So throughout the day, it was gap down and negative, and in the last 30 minutes, this took a one-way direction and closed in green. So the only question that comes to one's mind is whether this 30 minutes move that before closing is an actual movement of market or is it a adjustment of big institutional players. Okay, so that we can get to know only on when Monday when the market opens. So suppose, let us say this is considering this as a positivity. Did this positivity take out the previous high or the previous candle? No, it just closed well within the body of this candle. So as such, this cannot be considered as a positive candle for a possible all-time high. Okay, that is 26,100 around 104. Okay, so Monday, what Nifty does is very important. If we close neutral to gap down, and we then in that scenario we may head downwards first towards 750, followed by 650, and then 550, then all the way to 25,350. Okay, so testing of this level should happen in this scenario, and we may even breach this level and go little further down. Okay, mostly till this level. If this scenario plays out, why? Because this being the high, this is a lower high. It could not breach the previous high, lower high one. Let us say this is a low. So this is a lower low one. So this one is a again a lower high, that is lower high two. So then what is pending is lower low two is pending. So this low should be lower than this. If this pattern is to be continued by the Nifty. Okay. So testing of this level on the downside once the market moves below this level may happen. So one should be braced for it. Suppose market opens gap down, Bihar election is good for the NDA government, so there is some sort of stability that is felt in the eyes of the market. So let us say market goes and tests this all-time high and breaches this high and stays there for 15 to 30 minutes. Then what should we do? Okay. If this is the case, so we are going to make all-time highs, then 26,100 only on upside. We are limiting our analysis. Okay, beyond which sustenance beyond 26,100 is going to be a big positive move. Okay, and where we closed around 25,900. Okay, so from there we see move on the downside to these levels, possibly 25,150 level. Okay, if the trend is clear, if the trend is down and clear on Monday, so we may expect a very good move on the downside. So we limit ourselves to 26,100. Once it is breached and sustained, we will change our view to our bias to positive. So we'll to start with, we'll go with open mind. Okay, so bias is going to be neutral. Then the moment we see negativity or this trend is being played out, so we switch to negative. Okay, the scope on upside is limited for the sake of analysis. And in case this is breached and sustained, we'll change our view and do fresh analysis for the possible levels on the upside. Okay, that's all for now. Take care. Bye bye.